Right, Emma, it's your turn. Now, what I usually do is ask them, what their name and how old. So I'm going to say, what's your name?
Emma.
Emma who?
Emma Lowe.
Emma Lowe. Are you sure it's
No,
not Emma Susan?
Susan.
That's
No.
better. And how old are you now?
10.
Good. Now, the best place when you're being recorded like this, Emma, is to look into the lens, because if you look in there, that's what people will actually see,
Okay.
when it's being played back.
Okay, I'm looking at it.
Great, that's fine. Now, the main thing is to relax a bit and just answer the questions quite normally. Now, Emma, how old are you now?
10.
And where do you live?
Truro.
And what's the name of your house and the address?
Ensley, 50 Daniel Road, Truro, Cornwall.
And I don't suppose you know your postal code, do you?
TR12DA.
How did you know that?
Because it's obvious.
What, you've just learnt it, or what?
No, I've known it since I was about in year R.
Really? And what's our telephone number?
223-227.
Do you know the code for Truro?
01872.
That's really cool. And what class are you in now at school?
Year 6.
Which means at the end of this year you move into where?
Secondary school.
And which one are you going to?
Pen Air.
And have you been to the school?
Yeah.
And what do you think of it?
Cool.
And what do your friends think of it?
Cool.
Will they all be going there or not?
Yeah, just about.
And who are your friends?
Hannah and Sarah. Well, they're my best friends.
And why do you like them the most?
Because they're cool.
Good. And what I'd like to ask you about now are the other members of your family. Now, have you any brothers and sisters?
Yeah, unfortunately.
And why do you say that?
Because they're a pain.
What, both of them, or
Yeah.
what have you got?
A thing and another thing. A Matty and a Jenny.
And what are they? Well, Matt is obviously your brother, and Jenny's your sister, I believe. Now, how old's Matty?
9.
And Jenny?
5.
And do you ever play with them?
No.
What's-
Well, I've got to. Because you make me.
But I mean, that's only fair. They're members of the family and they enjoy the...
Yeah, it's annoying. Whenever I play with Jenny, she's always got to choose what we play.
Yeah, well, how old is she?
5.
And how would you have liked it if, when you were 5, nobody would play with you? How would you have liked it? Would you have, if Mummy and Daddy, do you think we enjoyed playing 5-year-old games all the time?
No.
No, we don't. But what you have to do is drop down to that level and just, get yourself involved. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Sort of.
Well, the pleasure you get is the pleasure of seeing the 5-year-old really enjoying, because Jenny really loves it, doesn't she, when you play with her? And that's the pleasure that, well, she does. She has a great time. And do you ever play with Matty?
No.
At all?
Not really. Well, I do sometimes.
And what sort of things do you play with?
Anything.
Well, I think I've seen you playing board games.
Oh yeah, board games.
Well, and you actually enjoy that with Matty too, don't you?
Yeah, because he's more my age than Jenny is.
Oh, sure.
He's more fun.
Yeah, sure. But I mean, Jenny is fun in her own way, though, isn't she? I mean, she's a great character, isn't she?
Is she?
Yeah, she's happy, isn't she?
Yeah.
And cheerful. And you enjoy watching TV with Matty, don't you?
Yeah.
And you have some good times doing that. And when you go off to bed, you usually have a good chat and play around with things, don't you?
Uh-huh.
Good. Now, what do you like best about school?
Swimming.
Do you?
Yeah.
Oh, right. But you don't go that often, is it? It's only once a week, and that's only one
Yeah.
term a year, isn't it? Do you
No,
go
one
swimming
term
with
a
your
term.
mummy and daddy at all?
Yeah.
Where's that?
Anywhere. Waterworld, Chipton Castle, or Truro.
Oh, yeah. And you have good fun, do you?
Yeah.
Good. Now, tell me about your mummy and daddy. What are they like?
Okay.
What sort of... I mean, are they nice mummy and daddies, or are
Yeah.
do they shout at you a lot and tell you off? What are tell me the bad points about them.
When you make me go to my bedroom before school because I get annoyed with Jenny.
And
That's pooey.
what do you do with Jenny? How do you get annoyed with her?
I shout. because she's a pain.
Why then?
Because she won't get ready. She goes, only if you play with me whenever I asked you to.
I see. But are you ever late for school?
Yeah.
What, so after the whistle?
Yeah.
How many times is that?
Don't know.
It's probably only once, isn't it?
No.
How many times then?
I don't know. Quite a few.
Really? And what's your daddy like? Is he the one who shouts the most at you?
Yeah.
Is he?
Yeah.
And what does he shout about?
Everything.
Like what?
Everything.
Well, that doesn't explain anything. What sort
Whenever I do one tiny little thing wrong, he's shouting.
She's literally shouting.
Yeah.
Well, what sort of little things?
Like shouting at Jenny.
Yeah, well, we're talking about shouting at you.
Like, yeah, when I shout at Jenny.
Oh, I see, yeah. He shouts. Yeah, well, you shouldn't shout at Jenny, should you? Does your mummy ever shout at you?
Yeah.
What for?
Shouting at Jenny.
So that's... You normally get into trouble, don't you, for misbehaving with Jenny, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
Laughing at her or saying something.
I don't. She never gets into trouble for shouting at me.
Did she get into trouble for...
How dare you say that to me?
Did
Panties on you.
Did she get into trouble today for hitting Matty on the nose with the hula hoop?
Did she? I never knew that.
Well, she went up to her bedroom, didn't she?
Oh yeah.
Can you remember that?
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's unfair to say that she never gets into trouble. She does sometimes.
She doesn't get into trouble for doing naughty things to me, only to Matty.
Well,
Mum
if
and Dad.
we find out that she's done something naughty to you, she'll be in trouble. And what do you like about living in your house the best? Well, let's just put it another way. What don't you like living? What things don't you like about living in your house?
I've got to share a bedroom. But I will get my new bedroom soon when Matty gets in bed. And that's cool.
You don't like sharing it with your delightful little sister Jennifer?
No, it's horrible.
She's a pretty cool dudette though, isn't she, really?
No. She's a
Quite-
crybaby.
She's not.
She is.
She isn't a crybaby. She's just acting. You were just like that when you were 5. And we've probably got videos to show you when you were 5 exactly how you were. And you were probably just like Jenny. Now, is there anything you'd like to sing or tell us?
No,
or
I'm not going to sing.
Any complaints
Um,
about the house or your parents? General things that you'd like to have a grouse about? Or things that you enjoy? I mean, what about... tell us about your best holidays, what you're looking forward to.
I was just silly going on the helicopter and having meals at the restaurant and going to boats. Or going in boats, I mean.
Yeah, that would be really good, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Good. Now, do you feel that you have enough things like, in your bedroom and things to play with, or do you feel that you haven't got enough?
No.
You
I
feel okay?
Yeah.
Do you think you get enough pocket money?
Yeah.
Good. So generally, you're fairly happy girl, aren't you?
Yeah.
Well, do you enjoy school generally, or do you find that a drag?
Well, I like it because you're with your friends and everything, but I don't like working.
At all?
Well, some of it's fun.
Well, you do good work then, don't you?
It can be fun if you do good things, but I don't like geography and history and RE. They're pooey.
Why is that?
Because they're boring. Because half the time all you have to do is listen to the teacher telling you everything again and again and again.
And you'd rather do things where you can create things.
Yeah.
What things do you enjoy doing the most then?
Art and swimming.
Yeah, you
And
do
PE.
enjoy art, I know that, because you're quite good at it, aren't you? Okay. Well, I think we're going to call it a day at that, Emma. I don't know if you've enjoyed this session, or rather, have you found it rather embarrassing?
No. The best part will be watching it.
What, even watching yourself?
Yeah.
I think you'll find it a disaster.
Will I?
Well, all the things that you said about your brother and sister, it's now on camera, and you'll probably regret it, won't you?
No.
And the fact that, you've said that your mummy and daddy shout all the time at you.
I didn't say that.
All the time.
I didn't say that.
What did you
You
say?
fibber. I said that they shouted at me when I shouted at Jenny.
Oh, well, that's okay. Well, do you get into trouble for doing anything else? Or do you, I mean, you lead a pretty near perfect life, don't you?
No.
Well, I can't think of anything else you do wrong. What other things do you do wrong?
Make my bedroom messy.
Yeah, but that's your bedroom, isn't it? If you want to have it messy, that's up to you, isn't it? Well, I don't mind you having your bedroom.
But you're always going on about it.
Yeah, that's only because you'd find it easier to organise yourself. I mean, I don't mind if it's messy. My loft is messy, but I get to the stage where I can't move in my packing room because it's so untidy, so I just clear it up, and it means then I can do my work easily. It's like if I said, go up to your desk and do a little project, you know, like some drawing or something, you'd find it difficult because it's like 2 feet deep of paper on the desk and under the desk and all over the carpet on your side of the room, isn't it? So, you find it really hard to do anything, wouldn't you? It's like when you get out of bed, you don't actually touch the carpet for about 10 minutes because it's almost up to your waist in tissues that you've blown your nose on. Isn't that true?
Yes.
You could almost cause a fire hazard because it's like a whole cloud of tissues on the floor.
Not quite that bad.
It's pretty bad though, Emma. And the bottom line is you're pretty bad. No, only insofar as the tissues on the floor. The rest of the deal is perfect. What's your favourite pop group?
I like Spice Girls.
Do you? They are nice, aren't they? Which is the best Spice Girl?
Baby Spice.
Yeah, why's that?
Because, I don't know.
Alright then, Emma, thanks very much, and good luck with yourself. Say goodbye to the camera.
Goodbye to the camera.